Happy Monday. We are southbound on Route 1, Delaware, heading for Bethany Beach. So delivering to a beach house this morning. Now I am running a little late this morning because of some miscommunication. Don't know whose fault it was, and that's fine, don't matter, but there was some miscommunication where I need the piggyback, and I did not have the piggyback with me this morning when I arrived there to load up. So I got there like 4:30 this morning because they were, you know, they load early there. Told them I want to get out of there early because I got to do 2 loads out of Oxford. And I get there and he's like, I double checked on the paperwork and you need the piggyback. I'm like, well, that's good that we figured that out now since it's 150 miles away. That would have been very frustrating getting there this morning. You know, driving 150, 160 miles, whatever it is, and getting there and the guys would be like, we don't have a lift. So I was glad that it got figured out before I got down there, but it puts us a little behind schedule. So we'll probably only get 1 load on the way back in Oxford, load of treated lumber. And then at the same time, we can really only take, you know, 12,000, 13,000 board feet because, probably 12,000, because we have the piggyback on, you know, because of weight, for weight reasons. So we won't quite be able to take a full load, but hey, take it as it comes. It is what it is. I was a little frustrated, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll get her done. But all is well, guys. We got a beautiful sunrise this morning. It is going to be such a pretty day. A couple of 60, 65 degree days this week. It's going to be a gorgeous week. But on the other hand, I discovered a snapped pin on the piggyback. You know, when it rains, it pours on a Monday morning. But I figured out a way that we're going to make it work. We're going to use a temporary pin to make it all work out. So this is going to work out, guys. It's going to work out. And I discovered that I can use a pin. Come on over, driver. Come on over. Come on over. We got a bear up here. Come on over. Bear up here with somebody pulled over. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that yeah, there was an issue with the piggyback too, but it's gonna work. I'll show it to you when we get there. Okay guys, well we made it down here, just going through Rehoboth Beach here, and the biggest frustration with this is this customer wanted this lumber here by 7 a.m. because it's Amish guys from back home that are coming down to do this construction. So they were figuring on their lumber at 7 o'clock to do this. I think it's a deck, but they were really nice about it. And you know, together we got it figured out and everything without a bunch of drama. So everything's working out, guys. But that was probably my biggest frustration, is I don't like being late with material. Especially if somebody's figuring on it, you know, first thing in the morning. So we're figuring it out. It's working. So we got about 15 minutes yet, and we'll be there. So we'll be there soon. This is a great time to visit the beach when nobody else is here. No, I do actually like the beach. The local beaches, I don't know, man, they're so crowded. Like down here, ocean, you know, all the New Jersey beaches, they're so crowded during the summer. So, not necessarily a fan, but I like the beach. I like the beach itself, right? The beach, listening to the waves, just sitting there. It's a very, I think it's a very peaceful feeling sitting there listening to the waves, watching the waves. But when the beach is so crowded that you can barely get around, then, nah, I think I'm good. This would be during the summer, man. This would be crazy coming through here. So, nice time for us to come visit and bring a load down, you know. Let me know if you're from the East Coast, or, you know, you got beaches around here. Let me know what your favorite one is. I would love to hear what everybody's favorite beach is. There's so many, you know, up and down. The Jersey Shore has quite a bit of nice beaches, and Delaware, of course, Maryland. But let me know where your favorite spot is. I got the camera mounted outside, so we'll let you guys enjoy some of this nice scenery here as we cross the bridge and so forth. Would be nice if we could get out to the beach, but I don't know. Some of these accesses might be closed. The little town of Bethany Beach, I believe it's just a private beach, but I'm not positive. But we'll see. I'll probably walk back there and see if we can get to the beach just to have a look-see. It's like at this point we're not in that much of a rush anymore, because I mean, we need to get the material there as quick as possible, but after that I had to cancel my one load of treated anyway, so it's like, you know, now all of a sudden we're not that rushed. It was going to be a long day doing this and 2 loads of treated, but it was going to work out, you know, pretty nice. Everything would have went smoothly. Just getting ready to cross the bridge here. We'll get you some nice views here off of the 360. Bethany Beach here. Couple of miles. What do we got here? 2.5 miles. I don't know how we're gonna do it. It's a light traffic light. We got to make a left. What's this guy got in mind? Need to get over, huh? We need to make a left at the traffic light, and it is a very small street. You can see to the left here, all these beach houses. See them tiny streets? That one didn't look too bad, but very small street. And I'm thinking the best thing to do would be spin a U at the light and then back in, which is going to be on my blind side, but back in to the street. That way I'm squared away and, you know, ready to go after I'm unloaded, because pulling in and having to turn around back in those streets, it doesn't look too great. So it just looks tight, and it depends a lot. Like this time of the year, there might be next to no cars parked on the streets, you know, then you can get around fairly well in some of these beach towns with this rig. But I've done quite a few deliveries to Jersey and stuff, to the Jersey beaches and a lot of these small streets. You know, if you have any cars parked along the side and you need to turn around at an intersection, you know, you can't. There's not enough room. So we'll see what it looks like. But if it's like this, I think it stays at 35 miles per hour through all the way through Bethany Beach here and down into whatever would be next, Ocean City. But we'll see how it looks. If speed limit's 35 and people are going slow and I can whip in there, back in, I think we'll do okay. But if it's, you know, 55 mile per hour zone where people are flying, then it's a little dangerous to back in like that if you can avoid it. The only other thing I could do is pull in, unload, and then maybe there's a button there I can push to get the light to turn green where I can back out into the intersection when I want to leave. And, you know, that's all she wrote. So we'll have to see what it looks like, guys. That's just from studying it on the map, because it's like I always try to educate you guys, you know, make sure that you map it out before you do the run. Look at the maps, use a street view, see what you got going on. So we'll see if that pans out here. Like I said, I have a plan. I want to pull in, or I'm sorry, whip a U, back in from my blind side, and, you know, that way I'm ready to go when I'm unloaded. So we'll be there shortly, so we'll check it out. Start working our way over here. I believe it's at the next traffic light after this one here. So yeah, everybody's going slow through here. So I think we can go with plan A, you know. Plan B will be just whipping it in there and then backing out into the intersection when we're done. But we're gonna stick to plan A for now. Let's see what we can do here. Turn lane for 9th Street. All right. I don't know why, but when I get in situations where I gotta back and, you know, things like that, I always end up putting my window down, turning the radio way down, and being focused, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, these streets are really small. It's gonna be hard to even unload with a piggyback. Man. Wow. All right. I'm gonna get the arrow here, hopefully, so we can stick to plan A for sure. Whip a U. Oh, I didn't get the arrow, but whip a U and back in there. Or we can go into oncoming traffic. Let's just do that. I think I'll swing over and back in. Well, I can back. Can I just back in there? All right, let's get this thing started up. A little glow plug this morning, it's a little chilly. Start right up. So there's the missing pin. We're gonna just take this one here and put it in there. It's gonna work. So I got the hole lined up. Just gonna do right like this. Move it down a little bit. It's gonna work for today. Alright, let's get this unloaded here. It's not going to take long, as it's not exactly a full load, so shouldn't take long. Beach is out that way. See if we can access it once we're done unloading. Alright guys, so here's some footage of the piggyback in action, and I don't know if I've really showed you guys before, you know, how this works, but these LVLs right here, these beams are about 40, I think they were about 45 feet long. So these piggybacks here, the wheels can turn sideways, and then you can you know, get up and down these tight streets, tight driveways, running the rig sideways. As you can see here, I don't know if you can, how well you can see because of the boards, the beams being in the way there, but the wheels turn sideways, and then we can get these 45-foot beams down the street. So pretty slick the way it works. Got some nice houses here. We're gonna go check out the beach. Like we're here, we might as well go check it out, right? Looks like this one was just redone. I mean, what a place. A few people walking the beach today. The dogs are upset at me. They see me coming up over the ridge and they said, "We don't know that guy. He don't live here." Looks like the water was coming in all the way up to here. Let's go listen to the waves for a sec. Beautiful. Like I said, I think these are all private houses. Of course, you might have Airbnbs and things like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's far enough. But, yeah, Bethany Beach is beautiful. So peaceful. let's head back, guys. A few of the guys were going out there to take their break, a few of the workers, so I was chatting with them for a while as I grew up with, was good friends with their older brother, who now moved to another county, but pretty cool talking to them, chatting with his two brothers for a while out there on the beach. And now we're gonna head back, get that reload there in Oxford, and head on back to New Holland. Call it quits for the day. Overall, a nice delivery. Had enough of room. Was worried about not having enough of room, but it all worked out great. So, lift is also leaking some hydraulic oil. It's not good. I'll have to get that checked out. They said they got like 2-3 weeks of work here. So they're building a deck, like a wraparound deck on that place. Putting an elevator in. I don't know if there's handicapped people or what, but also putting an elevator shaft or something. So they got a couple weeks worth of work. Can't say I'm not jealous. Looks like fun being able to work here for a few weeks. Delaware National Guard here on the left. We're hiring, it says. Amazing how many people are still down here. There again, there might be a lot of people that actually dwell here, I don't know. But I was amazed in there. I mean, that little development along the beach, or the housing along the beach there was a lot of people living there. I don't know if they lived there full time, but surprising, you know, this time of the year, beginning of March, middle of March, not many people being here, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe people are coming back out because it's warming up too, who knows? to the lumber yard here, the treatment plant. Looks like we got one, this guy's tarping up here. And then we got one truck over there. That's probably what he's working on now. So it shouldn't be too long of a wait today. It's been fairly busy around here the last couple of weeks, so I didn't really know what to expect. It's a little after 12, so by the time we get this loaded and get it on back, it's gonna be a day. I'm just gonna go on and park at my favorite spot right there. I like it there. Stick the nose of the truck over against the fence and nobody really bothers you over there, and you don't get all dusty and things like that. So we're gonna leave, you know, a pack off because we'd be a little heavy with that piggyback hanging on the back. So I told him to keep it around 13,000, 14,000 board feet, something like that. So we'll see how it goes here. All right. They brought another loader out. He's gonna get me loaded, so it's really not gonna be long. It's not gonna take long because of them getting a second loader out here to help him out. So while I wait, while he gets back there and gets it together, I'm gonna do a quick wipe down, you know, the usual. Got the boards laid out. It's gonna be 8 units of 14 footers, so easy peasy. He's heading out. They got him loaded up. And I was talking to him, he said they loaded that truck 3 different times. Loaded him, unloaded it, reloaded it, unloaded it, loaded him again. Brokers jerking him around or whatever it was. So crazy stuff here all day. But anyway, another example for me, lesson for me to not deal with brokers. Get your own work. Okay, well that's all she wrote. Loaded up, ready to get on out of here. I didn't even have time to wipe it all down, but nice load. 8 packs of 14s. Looks like a nice load, so should ride nice back to Lancaster County. So let's get her done, guys. Go get our paperwork and get on out of here. I guess this is the week for air leaks. I don't know. Just getting ready to leave, and I thought about it that heard a little bit of air hissing when I was loading. I couldn't find it. Here I have a real little slice. I had a real little cut in the one air line that goes to the airbag, and I was able to just cut it off. I had a little bit to play with, and it was right at the fitting, so I was able to cut it off and hook it back up, and we're good to go. So Hey, nothing serious today, but it's just been a Monday. No, I don't have anything against Mondays, you know, but it's been that kind of day. So, seems pretty dead around here right now. Said it's been slow the last couple of days. I was in here Thursday, or was it Friday? I don't know. Pretty slow then too. Which is nice for us, a quick in and out. So I got my roast beef. I think it's roast beef that my wife put in the crock pot here. So I got that heated up. I'm gonna get the roll out, slap some roast beef and cheese on there, and have me some lunch. Like he started panicking, he started backing up. I started swinging wide, started coming towards him, and he, you know, he yanked that thing in reverse real quick. But I had enough of room, you know. Plenty of room. This trailer comes around a little quicker because it's got the axles are set front a little bit because of the piggyback mount. So you notice that couple feet pretty quickly. Even though I can't dump the air, it makes a big difference. I mean, a couple of feet, that's all it is. Hey, good morning, guys. We are out here in, I'm not sure where we are, honestly. The river is right just that direction. We're up off of Route 11 here in Pennsylvania. Or not far off of Route 11. Looks like we got had a fire here or something. So it's like the house burned down. The reason I see that is because it looks like this house got scorched too. So nobody's living there, and looks like this one burned down, or they're gutting the whole thing, leaving the foundation. So let's get this unloaded. We got the piggyback this morning, and then we're just going to be hauling more lumber today and then load precast at the end of the day. So should be a pretty easy day. Might get a little late trying to do 2 loads of lumber yet, but what I'm going to do is get this unloaded and then get on back and switch trailers to haul the lumber. So I'm gonna have to go back to the shop, switch trailers, and then go grab a load of lumber, bring it back, and go grab another one. I got to get some of this stuff out of the way because it's a busy week up ahead. It is Tuesday now. As you can see, the truck's still clean. Beautiful weather. So it's gonna be 70 degrees today. Let's get it unloaded, guys. All right, I got most of the lumber off. As you can see, he has some packs that he wanted on top and things like that. And this is a customer that we actually haul his equipment for, and we got to know him and got the job through hauling lumber to his site. So that's how we got to hauling his equipment. He asked if we haul equipment. I said yeah, and that's all she wrote. We've been hauling for him ever since. So like I usually tell you guys, one of the importance, some people think trucking is just holding a steering wheel and shifting gears. Nowadays, just holding a steering wheel, but it's way more than that. Build relationships with your customers and all that. So anyway, he kind of wanted it stacked a certain way. We talked it over this morning and on the phone, and that's what I'm doing for him. So I got to pull front to get these packs off. So I'm going to pull front to the driveway, then I can get to him from there. Then I'll just have to pull up again to load the piggyback. back down to the lumber yard for another one. I went back and switched trailers. So, I'm gonna try to get 2 loads out of here today yet. And reload the precast. So I'm gonna try my new coffee maker out, see how that thing works. So I'm gonna plug it in here and see if it works. So there you have it, a nice cup of joe right there. Looking good. It worked amazing, except if I used the inverter, it just wanted to blow the cigarette plug fuse. So I guess it takes a good bit of power, so I had to plug it in, start my APU, plug it into there. So works well. Looking forward to using it some more. Got the train here doing some stuff, moving around. I'm gonna also eat my sub. My wife put in my lunch for me, American Italian sub. And she also put a sweet note in there for me, so that's nice. That's sweet of her. Yeah, he's getting the last packs on that Freightliner over there. And then he should be over here to get us loaded. Got a couple of packs on so far. I don't know if he's not able to find all of it or what. It's taken so long, but he just asked the shipping guy to come back there and help him. So I don't know. It's taken forever. But whatever. We'll deal with it, I guess. Next on the list here is getting this trailer polished up. Gotta get these wheels cut and colored. Get that winter grime off of there, and I gotta get rid of that scratch on the toolbox, which was there for a long time already. I just didn't get to sanding it, which I'm not very good at sanding, but we're gonna try it. So we got that stack in the middle there. That's all we got so far. We got a full load of treated. Once again, I might not be able to do 2 because as long as it's just taking forever. And I got to get my precast loaded. You know, it's taking long, man, for no reason. All the other trucks are gone, and it's already been 45 minutes since he's started loading this truck. So I don't know, man, whatever. Guys, well, we made it back, got the walls loaded up. Didn't take long either, so gotta load them up quickly. Still got our shine on. I did a quick wipe down here, and I also polished the trailer wheels just by hand. I want to do them with the machine, of course, yet, but it's about 4 o'clock, so I got back around 3, so I had time to quick touch these up, touch the toolboxes up. I didn't touch that up, or the ends. Got to take it off. Take them off to sand those nice. And I did a quick hand polish on the back here, get that shine back, because that was looking pretty bad from all the winter salt. So yep, we're looking good and ready for Maryland tomorrow. Like I said, it's Eastern Shore, Maryland, like southwest of Millington, down there off of 301, backing off of 301 a little bit. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna do 2 loads. I think there's a total of 15 loads going down. I'm fired up to do these again, guys. It's been a couple of months, and like I've told you before, this is one of my favorite things to do. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna head on home, spend some time with the family, get up early tomorrow morning. We're leaving at like 4:30. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.